What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. The good brother JR Wisdom has been putting in a lot of work on his YouTube channel. Check him out at the first comment pinned to the top. He's been doing a lot of reactions and stuff, and he's got me ready to start doing reactions in the building. But brother Wisdom did a video about this. It has, at least at the time of me recording this, 32,000 views. Could be more by the time it comes out. But Sansaray says men that listens to Kevin Samuels are raggedy. And most of you guys that are familiar with Black YouTube, we know Sansaray. Even before I was on YouTube, Sansaray had this huge falling out with Tommy Sotomayor, which was classic. Then subsequently thereafter, once Manosphere 2.0 came into existence, there was this huge problem with Sansaray and Minister Jap. And then also there was a problem with Sansaray and some of the other brothers getting caught up in like some threesomes. Then Sansaray had a baby from some dude, and then that got on YouTube. And Sansaray, who's originally from the DC area, she has like 2 kids by 2 different men. And then my favorite one is when Sansaray faked her own death. Okay, that's actually true. Sansaray went to heavy.com, pretended to be dead. Okay, it was all over Lipstick Alley. She disappeared for a while, and she even had her own like obituary. Okay, so this is what you're dealing with Sansaray. Okay, if you don't believe me, this is what you're dealing with. Sansaray, who was struggling on YouTube, has now found a new career over on TikTok. And I see a lot of people who don't really have a lot of success on this platform go to TikTok. And Sansaray is from what I understand, twerking it up on OnlyFans, weaving and selling it all the way up. And she's talking real big shit on TikTok as if we don't know, as if we don't remember her. Like, people do that all the time, like Robert Perkins, Sansaray. Like, we know y'all. Stop playing, okay? And now she's a Kevin Samuels hater. Now, I'm not going to play the video because I just don't feel like dealing with her like that. But the reality is this. Sansaray says that all guys who listen to Kevin Samuels are lame, okay? You're dumb. And the reason that she uses this is because of her experience on a dating app called Hinge. Now stop the show. After sandling it up all your life, weaving it up, you now find yourself on Hinge. And the reason why you're on Hinge in an area like Atlanta, which is where I believe you're at, is because something is wrong with you. That's why you can't find no man. I mean, you got a nice little booty. You're not a bad looking lady, but something definitely is not clicking there. All right, that's why you still can't get nobody and keep them. All right, let's just be real. You're on Hinge for a reason, and that reason is you're out there sandling it up mentally. Okay, but so basically, she says that whenever a guy hit her up on Hinge, it's always a problem. But it's usually a white guy. But whenever a black guy, is recommended to her, she knows they're not gonna get along. Stop the show. The reason why you know that is because you haven't been getting along with black men all your life. Can I get a ooh sound effect? Okay? You haven't been getting along with black men online, in person, at church, at the gas station. You've had a problem with black men all of your life. Now you want to blame it on everybody else. No, you're the problem. Okay, but let me kind of go over this. The guy asked her for her Instagram, and she was like, I don't know if I should give you this Instagram, because if I give it to you, you're not going to like me too much. The guy checks on her Instagram and sees that she's a Kevin Samuels hater. Okay? She's not a Kevin Samuels fan. Because on her Instagram page, she's talking about God, love, business, and wealth. Which it's safe to say you probably don't have any of those things. I mean, you definitely ain't got no wealth. I wouldn't think so. I mean, you're probably broke. Okay? I've heard stories about you being broke. I don't know, but you're probably broke. Okay, I'm just saying, I don't know, but you're probably broke. And they got into it and stuff like that. And she was saying that no healthy or mentally sane person who has a lot going on for herself is going to date somebody who listens to Kevin Samuels. Sansa Ray Deer, we're talking about mentally healthy. I mean, look at the screenshot. This is a post that I believe that you made up about yourself on Heavy to get some clout and some attention. So we want to talk about being mentally sane. It can't be, I mean, come on, let's be honest. What are we talking about here? I've seen you on this platform for 6 years. Mentally sane and mentally healthy in there. I mean, I don't know if those are words that we want to use to describe certain people right now. I mean, we've all known who you are and what you do. Okay? We all know that. I don't have no problem with you, but we're going to just be honest about it. Like, as if you're perfect. You know? And it's a turnoff. And guys like him that are Kevin Samuels fans, she's the reason why she can't be feminine when she encounters dudes like that. Well, I want to say this, Sansa, right? Since you have such a problem with Kevin Samuels, let's talk about your life. Prior to Kevin Samuels coming to YouTube, you already had problems with black men. Okay? By the time Kevin Samuels even came on the scene, which was 2017, I believe you had at least a kid on the way or the second child. By some guy who stated publicly he didn't even want to be with you. All right? Kevin Samuels was never in the bedroom with you or anywhere near you when you were having these problems. You know who is the consistent person in all of this that has problems? If it's talking about Kevin Samuels or not talking about him. You're the one consistent thing in all of this situation. And for a lot of women that hate Kevin Samuels, I mean, a lot of you have been having problems with guys all of your life. It's quite obvious you've been having problems with. Like, why do you want to take all your anger out on this particular guy? Or on black men or on whoever else? It's been you the whole entire time. And I'm looking at your TikTok right now, boo. And you're saying that you're a life coach now? Is you coaching you through life? Do you understand how much help that you really need yourself? Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about in life? Okay? You can weave, you can saddle up, you can have, I mean, you are working with something. I'm not gonna lie, you got some top and bottom now. You working with something. But something is wrong here in life, okay? And you don't need to be talking about people and how they're lame when, I mean, what should people do? Deal with people who have, I don't know, what should we do? Like, we should maybe date women that have, multiple kids with multiple men that have a track record of being unsuccessful with certain things. Would that be better? I mean, remember when Derek Jackson flaked on you? I mean, you still don't. I remember you trying to get a Derek Jackson interview and you were trying so hard he wouldn't even talk to you, and you started hating on Derek Jackson. Remember that? Like, and Derek Jackson and Kevin Samuels are the polar opposites. How do you have problems with either one of them at the same time? The reason is because Sansa Ray has a problem with men. It's not any of these guys' fault. I mean, to a certain degree. I mean, and the ones you have a problem with, you picked them. So now all of a sudden you want to, hate on Kevin Samuels and talking about, oh, it's a misogynist thing or whatever. No, it's called being truthful. It's called that, you don't want to be accountable as in certain ladies for some of the shortcomings that you have in our community. But the guys are supposed to hold all the shortcomings. Now, there's shortcomings in the male community, sure, but you also have them. You personally have them in your own life. I mean, I've seen it unravel here on YouTube for the last 6 years, and it's always somebody else's fault. You cannot continue to go through life with that issue. But guess who's mad? It's you. Weaving and selling all the way up. Well, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Dick Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first cup at the top, check out the Black Man Perfect t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.